Student protesters at UC Berkeley say they have had talks with UC staff about the call for divestment.
KTVU's Jenna Katsuyama joins us live tonight from the Cal campus with more on these discussions. Jenna.
Claudine and Mike, we haven't seen any of the violent clashes here today that you were talking about at some of the other campuses. Here, you can see a purple tent, and in front of that, they've been having daily programming where some of the protesters have been talking about their personal stories as Palestinian Americans and also about the reasons why they are here with these tents staging this protest. The student protesters say they have a divestment committee that includes faculty members, and one spokesperson says this is an academic setting, and so they have done research which they are presenting to UC officials. He says he's encouraged by the progress. Student protesters say they've had meetings with UC officials calling on the university to review its investments and cut ties with any weapons manufacturers and related military supply industries involved with Israeli attacks on Gaza.
We've met with all sorts of people, Chancellor Christ, the staff. I'm not sure about the positions of each of these people, but it's in progress.
On Thursday, they said, a small victory.
It was a near unanimous vote in favor of the bill.
Protesters say the undergraduate student body voted for a bill to block expenditures of student funds on companies linked with military industry. They hope the university will do the same.
All these companies that are profiting off the war. So the primary aspect is complete divestment from BlackRock, just to take our money, our tuition, our taxes away from these companies that are making money off the blood of the people of Gaza.
What students are by and large calling for is divestment from weapons manufacturers, divestment from Israeli businesses, and divestment from institutions or companies that do business with Israeli businesses.
Professor Christopher Marsicano, who studies higher education finance at Davidson College, says this is not the first time student activists have called for divestment. In the 1980s, there was a similar focus on South Africa, but university funding has changed over the decades, making divestment more complicated.
What effectively endowment managers have to do is figure out what of the various different pieces of their very complicated endowment meet those criteria.
The list is broader than that. There are other companies in the supply chains of these firms that are dedicated to the manufacturing, to the arms industry, that the administration is being shown in these negotiations.
The protesters here said that they plan to attend a meeting scheduled for 5:30 with the graduate student body and ask them to pass a similar divestment bill that would restrict graduate student funds.
And Jenna, what about the response tonight from UC officials about all this?
You know, they have been very quiet about this. I did speak with a UC spokesperson today who would not give any confirmation about whether there have been these meetings, and also said that they had no comment on the issue of the divestment.
And do we have any idea on timeline, either for the protesters or from the UC in response? I know commencement ceremonies are going to be in a little over a week, and so certainly that'll be a time when a lot of people will be crowded on the campus of UC Berkeley. Any talk about timelines?
They haven't said anything about timeline in terms of their discussions with the university over terms of them being here, although one of the speakers who just got up in the past hour said that they want to be here as long as it takes in order to get their message across to the university officials.
All right, Jenna Katsuyama live tonight on the Cal campus. Jenna, thank you for that.